Mid news. You might not need this.
Hey, welcome to Mid News. This is your daily host. Name's Darnell. Welcome. So, Mid News has been changed to Mondays instead of every Fridays because a lot happened over the week. And if some good shit happens over the week, we're going to talk about it. It's going to be a little bit of cursing, but let's keep this a little clean, shall we? For the news, shall we? So, let's get into it and welcome to Monday's Mid News. IShowSpeed was in the Royal Rumble. It begins. 1, 2, speared! Speed was speared! And then now, we gonna show that not once, not twice, but again. Again! Oh, we're not done. Again! Cenat's point of view. Again! From another angle. Again! IShowSpeed has gotten speared from many different angles. He got speared so fucking hard that they had to obviously get him on a thing. He was in some type of pain. His neck hurt. His throat hurt. That was the craziest spear I've ever seen. And plus, first of all, momentum pushing off the ropes is crazy. After this, Speed was rushed to the bag, got some help, and was put in like a little cast just to make sure his neck wasn't like in serious pain. Honestly, I gotta give it. Taking that spear was a brolic decision. And Cenat was like, I don't think I want to be in the WWE no more. Yeah, after Logan Paul gets his ass tossed around, pause. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Speed didn't just get speared, he got tossed, and then he got thrown, which gave him kind of like a little scratch on his leg. Not gonna lie, that shit's crazy. Welcome to WWE, Speed.
Holy shit! Oh shit! I don't know if I want to wrestle anymore. I ain't gonna lie.
CHAPPELL wins Best New Artist at the Grammys. I forgot the Grammys was last night, Sunday. So after the WWE, which I believe was on like Saturday or Sunday? Sunday night Raw, whatever. CHAPPELL wins Best Artist, and then the Grammys appeared. So I think wrestling was Saturday, Grammys was Sunday. Sabrina Carpenter wins Best Pop Vocal Album. Honestly, I think that's well deserved. I think the entire time, the moment she says trans people are not invisible, this will eventually go viral to be a argument, a problem, and at the center stage of the Grammys, just something that people say celebrities have no right to talk and they have no right to insert their biases and blah, 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 blah. We're going to hear it. We're going to hear it until the sun burns our entire planet to dust. I tell you this now, right? When she says trans people are not invisible and queer people need to be lifted up and represented, I do agree. Listen, as a black man who lives in this country, regardless of how light my skin is, I'm still black. I have a whole other family. The rest of my family is black, and the family that I'm in now is black, more black. So let's be honest to the core of my being, right? Black people have been discriminated against by our skin color, our culture, our religious practices, and the way we move. You know what I'm saying? We don't want other people to be discriminated against. But let me also say this as a man who disagrees and agrees with a lot of things, polar opposites of each other, right? On the political spectrum, I'm not with any side. I don't give a fuck. I agree with what aligns with me at the right time. A lot of black people do, or some don't, and we pick sides and we choose, right? For anyone out there who is trans, non-binary, who is gay, who's queer in general, right? Lesbian. For anyone out there who is, for themselves, living differently, you are seen by your friends, by your family, by those who protect you and want to hold you down, right? Those who are with you. Look, I may not agree with kids getting random changes to their bodies at a certain age, which I don't agree with. But I do agree, if you are 25 years fucking old, a grown-ass adult, and you want to get a whole sex change, live as a woman, do all these things, fine. That is your life. That is you, because you have the right to do that because you live in a free country. Anywhere else in the world, you'll be judged, mocked. God forbid, may life be taken. You know what I'm saying? Not many people agree with those things, and that's fine. As a black person that lives his life, I've also been taught to mind my goddamn business. And I agree with Lady Gaga when she said those people are not invisible. Well, because they're not. They're brought up every fucking day in conversation. I lived in New York City when there was a trainee here, a trainee there, everywhere. And then it got more and more big with that group of people that had identities. You know what I'm saying? And look, for those out there, if you say you're a woman, that's perfectly fine. People will agree with you, people will disagree with you, but at the end of the day, when the sun and the clock strikes 12, we're all going to live our lives as individuals. And you have the right to live your life, and I do believe in that. Moving on. Beyonce wins Best Country Album, which is ecstatic. You know, a lot of black people, this is Black History Month. We're in February. So, welcome February 3rd, Black History Month. Beyonce won Best Rap Album. Best Country Album. Best Country. That's beautiful. Good shouts to Beyonce for winning Best Country. The Fantastic Four will launch its trailer tomorrow, February 4th, for the Fantastic Four. Call for four. Fantastic Four. So prepare yourself. Tomorrow the trailer drops for the FF, and I kind of can't wait for that. I kind of can't wait for the Fantastic Four to show up and that trailer be revealed. I've seen the leaked footage, but we can even see in the clip, I'll probably have it here, we see the spaceship, which is very iconic to an old Fantastic Four from like spaceship from the comics. We see what appears to be Johnny suiting up. We see the Baxter building or the launch itself. We see prepare for launch, and then we see some other images here. So I kind of can't wait, but I'm also crossing my fingers that we do get Doctor Doom, because Doctor Doom technically got his powers from the same storm as them. Oh, actually, no. In the comics, Doom and Reed worked together, and Reed and him were college mates. An accident happened where Doom was severely scarred and chose to get revenge on Reed Richards and his entire life. Which Doctor Doom is just a hateful ass motherfucker. It's been no proven. But I love the fact that we may get the Fantastic Four, and I'm praying that Doctor Doom is somewhere in the archetype. Don't know, they chart in the 60s, which the Fantastic Four came out in 1964. So it's beautiful that we get the FF, the Marvel's First Family. Tomorrow, stay tuned for that reaction. Cenat meets Vybz Kartel, and the best part about it, he says, "Where's your Asian friend?" Which he shouts out Ray, which is awesome. So Cenat went to the Grammys, and he met a whole bunch of awesome people from Vybz Kartel. Cenat also meets Kanye West, which they're gonna have a stream in Japan. Meets the main man from Holes, which we love this creator. He's also creating good content on fucking Instagram, Twitch. He's also a content creator, so we gotta give it up to the man out here. He's just vibing and always doing good things, so that's fantastic. How he meets the CEO of Maxon, whatever the fuck it's called. He meets her and needs some drip and some clothes, and somehow finagles that, and she's like, "I would love to send you some clothes," which content creators, beautiful. So Kai even talks to Complex, telling them that they fucked up when it came to Chris Next Door, and how they actually pinned it on Chris Next Door and not Kai's cameraman Chris, which the cameraman couldn't get no pussy, but he fucked up. And when it comes down to it, he laid in the Complex how it was and how they fucked up and how they should apologize to Chris and how they have not done that, their due diligence with just reporting. And it goes for everybody, because he calls out a lot of people when it comes to their reporting on shit. He even called out the Shade Room because that they're fucking messy, which, hey, they are. Meets DOECHI at the motherfucking Grammys, and they pounded up. Yay, yay, yay. So I love this, a big creator meeting a lot of famous fucking artists, which Cenat is in his way fame, but he's just like creators like me, people who started from almost nothing. What you gotta give that 100% of your time is beautiful. I bumps into Trevor Noah. Actually, Trevor Noah wants to talk to chat. Trevor Noah is very a political type of dude and is out there always saying what the fuck is on his mind. Pretty educated man from South Africa. So Trevor Noah and the chat itself, he's just like, I want to talk to chat. I want to talk to chat. Trevor Noah knowing what's up is beautiful, which I do think Trevor Noah should get into streaming so he can push a little more of the political side instead of just relying on the Daily Show. I've learned to not just rely on television as a content creator. You got to rely on the source that's out there that's even pushing through TV, because look where Kai is at, right? A man that's not on television every day, who made a Billboard, I think Billboard, right? as influential streamer, and now meeting celebrities like Trevor Noah and music artists. The picture with Hannah Montana. Beautiful. Love that right there. Kai meets Will Smith. One of actually those good ass moments from a lot of celebrities. He meets Will Smith, and I think he really connects with that because Will Smith is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to a lot of us that grew up watching him. So 100% just love that and love the energy. And I think this is Will's first time returning to the Grammys after slapping Chris Rock, which was kind of fucking crazy because I still found that disrespectful from even Will Smith, a man who says, well, keep my wife's name out your mouth, but you turn to violence. Wow. And then your wife was shitting on you the entire year. Also, Kai meets CeeLo Green, which CeeLo Green himself says, yeah, I'm going to be in Japan with Kanye as well, working on, I believe, some music. So hopefully Kai and CeeLo Green and Kanye are going to be on stream together, and it's going to be freaking awesome. I didn't think CeeLo Green would be invited, but that's kind of cool. Shout out CeeLo Green. Amazing voice, big man, a lot of big energy happening. And Kai is really connecting with a lot of people. And Kendrick Lamar won 5 Grammys that entire night. Forgot to mention this because, no, it should be the first thing in this video, honestly. But it's the last. Kendrick Lamar won 5 Grammys, and in the name of his auntie who passed away, he also dedicated the Grammy and the winning to Compton, to the culture, to LA, to everybody from everywhere. He dedicated that because born in Los Angeles. Listen, now I know a lot has happened in the news and there's more tragic than good. There's more crazy than bad. And honestly, I only want to take the slice of the news that is just, it's mid. It's enough that's not too much. And I get it. It's not what you're expecting, and you're expecting me to talk about shit Donald Trump's done, the country, things that have happened, the 2 plane crashes. I don't want to be that depressing. I get it. A lot of things in the world happen that are out of our control, and we should control what's in our control. Coming from a man who is at the age of 32, right? I thought I would never be this age. I've said this online, and I want to say this to you. You cannot control what is not in your control. You can only control what is in your life. And even then, you still will lose some control. But control what you can do. Clean your room, clean your house, take time for your friends and family, and love those important to you. Look, the news is depressing and sad as shit, but what you can do for me and from anybody else, take time to take in the good moments and live your life. Come back to the news and take the bits and pieces that you love from it. And just like most religions, nitpick everything that's kind of sucky. But do the best you can. And don't go out your way to do the things that you can't. Even though you probably could do those things, but they'll take more time and effort, and you feel like you're getting nowhere, running in a circle. And usually, we're not the Ouroboros. We aren't eating our tails, and we're not chasing our tails like dogs. We're living our lives with purpose. With this comes the purpose of good news. Cenat made a whole bunch of celebrities that he's going to connect with and create content with. The level of creation from a creator like myself, small beans. But what I could tell you now is nothing's small at all. We all actually have a bigger purpose in this world and in this life. So take it that this mid-news is just the enjoyment of little things that are big moments to those who care about it. So from me to you, have an incredible Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. And hopefully when you get to that Friday, you're a better person. And you enjoy yourself through Saturday and Sunday. So from me to you, thank you for coming to Mid-News. Have a good one.
Mid-news. You might not need this.